Welcome to this Python tips and tricks guide for faster coding. Python is a powerful and versatile language, but its real magic lies in how efficiently you can use it to solve problems. In this video, we'll explore 10 essential tricks that will enhance your productivity as a Python developer, programmer, or a student. These tricks cover everything from simplifying loops to optimizing performance, and by the end you'll be coding faster and smarter. So let's dive in. Tip 1. Simplify loops with enumerate. Instead of manually keeping track of indices while looping through a list, use Python's built-in enumerate function. It provides both the index and the value during each iteration, which simplifies your code. For example, instead of writing extra lines to maintain a counter variable, you can write for index value in enumerate my list. This approach keeps your code cleaner, easier to read, and less error prone. Tip 2. Master list comprehensions. List comprehensions are a powerful way to create lists in Python in just one line. Instead of writing a for loop to populate a list, you can use this concise syntax. List comprehensions allow you to create new lists in a single line of code, making your programs more concise and readable. For instance, instead of using a loop to generate a list of squares, you can write x to the power 2 for x in range 10. You can also filter data by adding a condition like x for x in range 20 if x%2 equals 0 to generate even numbers. This one-liner approach makes your code look more professional and saves time. Tip 3. Use zip parentheses for parallel iterations. When working with multiple lists, zip parentheses lets you iterate through them simultaneously. This is incredibly useful when you need to pair elements from different lists. For example, if you have a list of names and a list of scores, zip within parentheses names, scores combines them, allowing you to process each name with its respective score in one simple loop. This trick eliminates the need for indexing and improves code readability. Tip 4. Make string formatting easier with fstrings. Fstrings, introduced in Python 3.6, are the fastest and most elegant way to format strings. Instead of concatenating strings or using dot format parentheses, fstrings allow you to directly embed variables and expressions inside curly brackets. For example, if the result is within curly brackets, x plus y sets will output the calculated result seamlessly. They're faster, easier to read, and ideal for both simple and complex string formatting tasks. Tip 5. Use collections.counter for frequency counts. The collections.counter module is perfect for quickly counting the frequency of elements in a list or other iterable. Instead of writing your own loop to tally occurrences, you can simply use counter within brackets data, which returns a dictionary-like object with the counts. This is especially useful for tasks like analyzing text, finding the most common elements, or summarizing datasets. Tip 6. Leverage iter-tools for complex iterations. Iter-tools is a hidden gem for efficient looping. The iter-tools module provides a set of tools to handle advanced iteration patterns. For instance, iter-tools.product generates all possible combinations of two or more lists. iter-tools.cycle allows you to repeat a sequence indefinitely, while iter-tools.groupByGroups elements based on a specified key function. These tools save time by eliminating the need to write custom iteration logic, making your code more efficient and concise. Tip 7. Use the star operator for unpacking. The star operator is an incredibly versatile tool in Python. It can unpack lists or tuples into function arguments, split sequences into separate variables, or collect elements into a list during unpacking. For example, head, middle, tail eats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assigns the first element to head, the last element to tail, and everything else to middle. Mastering this operator can make your code more elegant and flexible. Tip 8. Simplify file operations with pathlib Managing files and directories is much easier with Python's pathlib module. It provides an object-oriented interface for file paths, making file handling more intuitive and cross-platform compatible. For example, you can check if a file exists with path.exist or read its content using path.readTxt. Compared to the traditional OS module, pathlib is more modern, concise, and user-friendly. Tip 9. Debug more effectively with PDB. Debugging is an essential part of coding, and Python's built-in PDB debugger makes it easier. Instead of filling your code with print statements, insert pdb.setTrace to pause execution and inspect variables interactively. This lets you step through your code line by line, helping you identify issues more efficiently. Using PDB is a game changer for debugging complex scripts. Tip 10. Optimize performance with timeit. To test the performance of different code snippets, use Python's timeit module. It measures the execution time of small bits of code, helping you determine the most efficient implementation. For instance, you can compare the speed of a list comprehension versus a loop by passing each approach as a string to timeit.timeit. This tool is essential for optimizing critical parts of your program. That's all for this video. These 10 tips and tricks are just the beginning of what you can achieve with Python. From simplifying loops with enumerate to leveraging iter tools for complex iterations, each of these techniques can save you time and make your code cleaner, faster, and more professional. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Python content. Let me know in the comments which tip was your favorite or if you have any tips to share. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.